Alrighty, looks like we're live again. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Freebooters Crew Shuffle Draft Major League Legends franchise rebuild here on Super Mega Baseball 4, year number 1. Last episode, we swept the Sandcats out in 3 straight in the semifinals, 4-1, 9-2, and 1-0 to advance to the finals, where we are going to be ending up taking on the number 3 seed Heaters, who last episode won against the Crocs in 5. Defending their home turf in the final game 5-2, forcing this finale matchup. We have the rest advantage in the pitching rotation as we have our starters going 1, 2, 3, 4. They have their starters going 2, 3, 4, 1, and then 2 if necessary. For us, it will be 1 if necessary if we get to game 5. Here's the matchup for Game 1. On the mound for them is Bert Blyleven, their number 2, former Dodger, 1-0 with a 2.38 ERA and an 0.53 whip, reverse splits, and elite curveball active for Blyleven. And on the mound for us, it is Randy Johnson, the big unit, 1-0 with a 4.63 ERA and a 1.54 whip. Lineup we're using for Game 1, leading off in right field is the juiced Juanita Hernandez, batting second in left field, Ava Blanc. Batting third, DHing is Jason Giambi. Batting fourth at first base is Mashed Taters. Batting fifth at third base is Ron Santo. Batting sixth in center field is Willie Wilson. Batting seventh, catcher Gene Tennants. Batting eighth, shortstop Rodney Park. And batting ninth, second baseman Mark Ellis. Let's get it on as we jump into Game 1 today. Lineup for the Heaters, leading off at second base, former New York Yankee Chuck Knobloch. Batting second, left fielder Guy Gold from the Overdogs. Batting third, rookie shortstop Yips Frazzler. Batting fourth, DHing Vladimir Guerrero, the former Angel, Montreal Expo, and Baltimore Oriole. Batting fifth, tense third baseman Toby Hara. Batting sixth, first baseman Mark Grace, former Cub. And we'll finish the rest of it when we get to the screen.
Mind your step on the sticky, squelchy floors. It's time for the ball game.
Alright, now Block up first. Second baseman hitting 500 with a homer, 4 RBIs. Lineup for the rest of the lineup for the Heaters after Grace it is former right fielder Poke Foster, former Beewolf. Batting eighth, catcher Mike Sosha, former Dodger and former manager of the Los Angeles Angels as well. He's locked in. And batting ninth is locked in center fielder former Nemesis player Charles Dangerfield. Johnson's ready. Let's get it on. Strike down and in on the Heater, 0-1. Change it down is low, 1-1. Seam down in the way is outside, 2-1. Slider in there, whiffed on it, 2-2. Change it up, take it high by Knobloch, 3-2. Four-seamer up. Driven deep to right center field by Knobloch. That is carrying well, and that is going to start the game with a bang as the Heaters send a fireball out there into the right center stands. Leadoff man hits a home run. Chuck Knobloch gives them a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Second of the postseason for Knobloch. And fifth RBI as well. Next up, left fielder Guy Gold. Former Overdog hitter hitting .333. 2 homers, 6 RBIs on the year for him. First pitch from Johnson, a forkball down, rip, chop, foul, 0-1. There's him ripping away, way outside on the check swing, 1-1. Ladder down in the way, whiffed on it, 1-2. Okay, collector active for Johnson here. Two-seamer up and in. Check swing just inside, 2-2, no call there. Change it down and in, chop, foul into the screen, 2-2. Ripping away, way high and outside, 3-2. Right at the knees, Gold chops it, pops it foul out of play. Count remains full. Two-seamer middle in, fouled off. Still full. Work ball up, fouled off again. Stay alive, full. Listen at the knees, chop the third, right at Santo. He'll make the play, 1 down. Next up, there's rookie shortstop Yips Frazzler hitting .235, 1 homer, 1 RBI in the season. Changed up and away in the first pitch, out in front of it, strike called, 0-1, or swung through. Receiver up, check swing high, 1-1. Work ball down, pulled foul into the Heaters dugout, 1-2. Slider down in the way, swung through it, strike 3, first punch up for Johnson, 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero, the DH, hitting .259 with 1 homer, 3 RBIs, former Expo, Angel, and Oriole. Four-seamer up and away, outside, ball one. Two-seamer away, strike call, 1-1. Change it down and in, pulled foul hard, 1-2. Work ball down and away. Check swing low, good hold by Gladder Guerrero, 2-2. Slider middle in, check swing inside, 3-2. Four-seamer up and away. Fouled off by Vlad, he'll stay alive. Down remains full. Two-seamer down and in, fouled off again by Vladdy, he'll stay alive. Work ball down. Chopped, throw up the third base line. Santo on the backhand, makes the play. That ends the inning, but a leadoff homer for Chuck Knobloch puts the Heaters on the board. 1-0, bottom one. Hernandez, Blanc, and Giambi due up against Blyleven. Here's Juanita, right fielder is Juiced, hitting .364. No homers or RBIs yet in the postseason. Her Juiced fitness is going to give her the edge here in right field today. Ron Gant goes to the bench, Heater inside, strike called 0-1. Ava Blanc slots over to left field in place of Gant. That's another one in there, 0-2. Curveball away is dumped back the middle to center. Base hit for Hernandez as she pokes it in there. Leadoff woman on here in the first. Now to bring up Ava Blanc, the left fielder. Easy target active, hitting .350 with a homer and 4 RBIs as she has to deal with that reverse split straight from Blyleven. Curveball in there, low, misses the knees, ball one. Two-seamer up and away. Blanc skies it well to left field. Hit back to the fence. Therefore, it is the left fielder calling for it. Making the catch is Gold. 1 down. Think if reverse splits wasn't active, that's probably off the wall at the very least. Hey, one boy, yes, indeed. Say it now. Get it out there. F reverse splits on a starter. It is annoying. It should only be on relievers. Indeed, indeed. Nice to see you again, buddy. Here's Jason Giambi, also fighting through reverse splits. DH in the 3 slot today. Hitting .333 with 3 homers and 7 RBIs. That two-seamer changeup blows outside. Ball one. Fastball down and in. Line to left field, right at Gold. 2 down. Hung up just enough for him to make the catch. And then that'll bring up Mash Taters, the first baseman, hitting .370. 3 homers, 7 RBIs here. Also fighting through reverse splits. It's going to be a theme here, apparently. So the update for your laptop, oh dear. It gets better, but still 30 to 45 frames. Unfortunate. I am sorry to hear that. Maybe one day they'll get a good enough fix there to get you back up to 60 frames, but you don't want to risk overheating the CPU. Blyleven sets, fires. First pitch curveball in there at the letters. 0-1 as Taters takes all the way. Heater up and in, line by Taters to right center field. Hanging up, though, for Dangerfield to end the inning. Heater still lead 1-0 here to the second. Hara, Grace, and Foster due up against Johnson. So not game-breaking, but enough to where you can't really play consistently. Fair enough, I understand that. Leading off here in the second for the Heaters, third baseman Toby Hara. Tense hitting .185, 2 RBIs for the former Padre. Heater inside misses, ball one from Johnson. Work ball away, pulled hard to left over the diving Santos glove. That's a base hit. Leadoff man on in the second. Hara back to neutral mojo, and that'll bring up former Cub first baseman Mark Grace, hitting .265. No homers, but 8 RBIs here in the postseason. Two-seamer up on the first pitch, whiffed on at 0-1. Four-seamer middle to plate. That's line to center. That's not where that was supposed to be, as that'll be 2 on here to start the inning. I wanted that outside, Randy, not down the fucking middle. Here's right fielder Poke Foster, hitting .250 with a homer, 2 RBIs for the former Beewolf. Change it down the way in the first pitch, outside, ball one. Four-seamer inside, misses 2-0. Foster was not drafted in the shuffle draft here to begin the series. He was signed out of free agency by the Beewolves division rival, the Heaters, and here he is. Playing in the finals, that slider stays outside from Johnson. He's behind 3-0 here in the count. Four-seamer down and in, that's a strike, 3-1. Work ball down at the knees, fouled off by Foster. Count is now full. Change it middle in. Out in front of it, strike 3. Second punch up for Johnson, 1 down. That's a model that scares me. That's with the face, but then the big chin just suck. Indeed. It is a little hard to look at. Batting 8th here for the Heaters is former Dodger catcher Mike Scioscia, former manager of the Los Angeles Angels as well. Mind Gamer active. He's locked in here in the postseason, hitting .800 with 2 RBIs as the backup catcher. Forcing him down low, ball 1, getting the start today over the primaries. He's hitting well. Slider up, that hangs, line to center, right at Wilson though for the easy second out on the line. Both runners hold. It does not work, indeed.
Number 26, Charles Dangerfield.
Poke is thin. It works with fat guys, but poke is thin, that is true. Charles Dangerfield up here in the 9 slot. Former Nemesis outfielders locked in, hitting .292 with a homer and 4 RBIs. First pitch fork ball up from Johnson, chased out of the zone, 0-1. Thank you for swinging at that, Churl. Changeup hangs, line down the left field line. Will that stay fair? Yes, it will, into the corner, and that will score another run. Dangerfield going to walk into second with a double. It is 2-0 Heaters. Here's Knobloch, who led off the game with a home run his first time up on an up and away changeup. 1 for 1 today. It's also locked in. Johnson's first pitch slider up, fouled off hard into the dugout, 0-1. Four-seamer away is fouled off into the screen, 1-1. Or 0-2. Okay, collector active. Work ball down and in. Check swing, taken in the dirt, 1-2. Good hold there by Knobloch. Two-seamer up, whiffed on a high, strike 3. Third punch out for Johnson, and that finally ends the inning. But another run in on the double by Dangerfield, 2-0 to the bottom of the second. Santo, Wilson, and Tennants do up. Johnson get a hitting round early. Santo leading off. Third baseman hitting .360, 3 homers, 8 RBIs here in the postseason. Curveball up on the first pitch, chopped through the middle, past Blyleven's glove. That's a base hit. Santo going after the first pitch there, gets a hit, and that'll bring up Willie Wilson with first pitch Slayer active. Thankfully, that balances out his reverse splits anemacy. Hitting .267 with an RBI here in the postseason. Blyleven's first pitch. Heater up and in, dump to left field, base hit for Willie as he uses his trait to his advantage. 2 on, none down here to start the inning for the Freebooters. 2 pitches in. Here's Gene Tennants, the catcher, hitting .407, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, fastball hitter active. Let's see if Gene gets a heater, or will he get that damn curveball? Changeup, he got it, grounded to short, Frazzler to second 1, Knobloch to first, in the dirt, picked by Grace to save the double play. 2 down, runner at third for Rodney Park, the shortstop, hitting .500 with an RBI in the postseason. Bunter active, reverse splits active as well. Changeup up and in is a called strike, 0-1. Had to take that one. We only saw 3 pitches this inning so far. That's 4 now. That heater's in there, 0-2. Expecting a curveball. Nope, got a fastball and chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Blyleven, and that ends the inning. Runner stranded at third for the Freebooters. To the third, it is 2-0. Gold, Frazzler, and Guerrero do up. Here's Gold. He's 0 for 1 today. Four-seamer middle of the plate. That is blooped over short. Park out, lunges, out of his reach. That's a base hit. Wilson gets to it and gets it in. That'll be a leadoff single for Gold as once again the Heaters have the leadoff man on. So idea for custom stadium. Take Peril Point left field bleachers, okay, with more like Boston's right field with the pesky pole, okay. And then right field is going to be like Motor Yard with 2 more decks above it, okay. That does sound pretty cool. I don't disagree with you there. I actually think that sounds pretty cool. It might look a little wonky with the configurations, but I like it. It's like a reverse Fenway Park. I kind of like it. Fork ball down in the waist. Went through it in the dirt. 0-1. Ball's just not as high. Four-seamer up and in. That is check swing strike. 0-2 is Frazzler behind. He's already struck out once today. Slider middle in. Fouled off late. Still 0-2. Change it down and away. In the dirt. 1-2. Two-seamer up and away. Swing through it, strike 3. Fourth punch up for Johnson. 1 down. Second for Frazzler today. Here's Guerrero. Vladio for 1 today. Grounded out to third his first time up. Four-seamer down and in is low. Ball 1. Slider down and away. Guerrero takes it. Strike called at the knees. 1-1. Two-seamer up and in. High and inside. 2-1. Change up away. Just outside. 3-1. Work ball down and in. Low ball 4. First walk for Johnson. 2 on, 1 down. Here's Toby Hara. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored today. Two-seamer up on the first pitch. Rip foul. 0-1. Forcing down in the way. Fouled off. 0-2. Slider down and in. Swing through it. Strike 3. 5th punch out for Johnson. 2 down as Hara back to 10ths. Here's Mark Grace. 1 for 1 with a single today. Work ball down in the way in the first pitch. Low and outside. Ball 1. First-seamer up and away. Dumped over third. Leaping is Santo. Into the corner it goes. Extra bases. That's going to get another run home for the Heaters here on the single by Grace. It is 3-0. Runner to third on the play as well. Runners at the corners. 2 down for Foster. 0 for 1. Bunter still active for Polk. Change it down and in on the first pitch. Just inside. No call from the up. Ball 1. Two-seamer middle in. Foster pokes it down the right field line into the corner. Hernandez giving chase. Lays out. Dives! And she makes the catch. Hernandez with a nice save there in the corner. Keeps it a 3-run game. Bottom 3, it's 3-0. Ellis, Hernandez, and Blanc do up. There's a reason she's juiced. She was already a great fielder. Now she's just elite. Excellent job, Juanita. Here's Mark Ellis. Let's see if we can turn the tide. Ellis hitting .400 in the postseason with a homer. 2 RBIs. We're going to start a rally against Blyleven. Curveball misses inside to the second baseman. Ball 1. Change it down in the way is low. 2-0. Ellis ahead in the count. Fastball down in the way. Swung over it. 2-1. A little late on it as well. Fastball up and away. Whiffed under it now. 2-2. Two-seamer up and away. Grounded to first. Easy play for Mark Grace. 1 down. Here's Juanito. 1 for 1 with a single. Made that nice diving play in the corner last inning. Change away. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball's outside from Blyleven. 1-1. Fastball up the knees. Whiffed through it late. 1-2. Fastball down. Chopped through the middle. Base hit for Juanita. Her second hit today. She's 2 for 2. Good start for Juanita. She's on with 1 down in the inning. Here's Blanc, 0 for 1 with a fly out to the wall and left fielder first time up. She's 0 for 1. Heater down in the way. Check swing. Strike called at the knees. 0-1. Curveball down in the way. Popped up behind the mound. Easy play for Frazzler. 2 down. Like you would spend hours playing with a stadium creator. I agree. They should definitely put something like that in the game as Giambi's up next. So for 1 with a fly line out to left field, I believe. Yeah, Stadium Creator would be awesome. I hope they put that in as a feature either later down the road in an update, or they put it in if they do a Super Mega Baseball 5. They put that in there with that, because these guys are pretty good with customization. Let us play with it. Let us come up with some good ideas for you. First pitch curveball down in the way. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball up and in, chopped up the middle. Easy play for Knobloch to first. That ends dropped by Grace, E3, and that keeps the inning alive for Mashed Taters. 2 on, 2 down. Taters flew out the center his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, let us make your game. Indeed, exactly. Why can't companies let us do that? Why did they not trust their fan base? It would be awesome. All right, let's capitalize on that error. I agree. Taters up. 2 down, 2 on. Blyleven. Curveball down in the way, dump to left center field. That is down for a base hit. Hernandez coming around third. She's going to score. RBI knock for Taters. It is 3-1 as Giambi holds it second. That's 1 unearned run. Here's Ron Santo, 1 for 1 with a single, and he's not affected by reverse splits. And he come through against Blyleven and keep the pressure up. Not if you chase it in the dirt. 0-1. Down the outside corner, 0-2. Change it down and in. Turned on, but pulled foul. That'll get down. 0-2. Santos stays alive there. Chased it high, strike 3. Got me with the fastball. Was looking low. That ends the inning, but we do get 1 unearned run on the board thanks to the single by Taters. Thank you, Grace, for your error. To the 4th, it's 3-1. Socia, Dangerfield, and Knobloch do up. Making a team. Yep, I know the one exactly. We're not going to repeat it. Here's Socio for 1 today. He's locked in. Slider been away in the first pitch. Chased it outside. 0-1. Two-seamer down and in. That's Chase. Broken back grounder back to Johnson, who dodges the shrapnel. 1 down. Here's Dangerfield, 1-for-1 with an RBI double. Forkball hangs on the first pitch, lined over short. Park leaps out of his reach into the gap, and that'll be extra bases. Dangerfield going to have his second double of the game as Blanc gets it in. Runner at second, 1 down. Dangerfield 2 for 2 today with 2 doubles. Here's Knobloch. Grounded that last time up. He's also hit a solo homer today, 1 for 2. Forcing it down in the way, low in the dirt, ball 1. Change up and in. Popped up behind the mound. Park there at short. Calling for it. Here on the edge of the infield grass. Puts it away, 2 down. Next up, Guy Gold, 1 for 2 with a single. Slider been away in the first pitch. Popped up. Johnson off the mound to his left, calling for it in front of first base in the grass. Johnson does secure it, and that ends the inning. Runner stranded at second base. Bottom 4, it's 3-1. Wilson, Tennant, and Park do up against Blyleven, who's had a chink in his armor thanks to his defense. Here's Willie Wilson, 1-for-1 with a single, his first time up. Trying to get it started here in the 4th. First pitch Slayer active. 2-seamer up. Wilson chases and pops it to left center. That's going to hang up easily. Dangerfield puts it away, 1 down. Here's Tennant, 0-for-1 today. Grounded into a double play his first time up. Change up inside, strike called, 0-1. Curve up and away, pulled back to the mound as it's picked by Blyleven onto first, 2 down. Good reactions from Burt, and here's Rodney Park. 0-for-1, struck out chasing a high fastball his first time up. He's 0-for-1. Curveball up, strike called, 0-1 as it floats in there. 2-seamer in there at the knees inside, 0-2. Curveball middle in is pulled foul, out of play, 0-2. Change up, grounded to short. Second, Knobloch makes the play to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Blyleven. To the 5th, it's 3-1. Frazzler, Guerrero, and Hara. Hard to line up for the Heaters. Johnson's muddling his way here, but he's almost through the 5th. There's Frazzler, 0-2 with 2 strikeouts today. Change up in there on the first pitch away. Strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer middle in. That's inside on the check, 1-1. Slider middle in. That's checked. Also is still inside, 2-1. 2-seamer down. And away. Fouled off by Frazzler, 2-2. Forkball middle in. Chased inside and fouled back. Still 2-2. Four-seamer up and away. High, 3-2. Change it down in the way. Frazzler chops it up the middle. Ellis dives just out of his reach. A base hit. Another leadoff single here for the Heaters, as it's the 4th inning they've had the leadoff man on here out of 5. First hit for Frazzler today. Here's Guerrero, 0-for-1 with a walk last time up. Grounded at the 3rd as well. First pitch change up away. Sat on and belted right center field. Fireball coming at you there in the 2nd deck. Guerrero deposits that one in the stands, and the Heaters out to a 5-1 lead here in the 5th inning. Second homer of the postseason for Guerrero. They're now to a 4-run lead. That's gonna hurt. There's Toby Hara, struck out swinging last time up. He's 1 for 2, as Johnson's now 10s as well. Four-seamer up and away, hit up the middle, another base hit, as that's the 3rd straight hit here to start the inning for the Heaters. Johnson trying to figure out what went wrong. Hara back to neutral again. Here's Grace, 2 for 2 today, 2 singles. He drove in a run last time up as well. Slider down in the way in the first pitch, lined at the middle. Park dives out of his reach. Another base hit. 4 straight hits to start the inning here for the Heaters, as Johnson is just falling apart here. Here's Poke Foster, 0 for 2. 2-seamer up and in on the first pitch, taken high, ball 1. 4-seamer up and away, check swing, that's a strike, 1-1. Forkball down, that's below the knees, 2-1. Change it down at the knees. Out in front of it, 2-2. Slider down and in. Chased inside, hitting the hole to short. Park over. Fires to 3rd. Gets the lead runner, 1 down, and will hold the ball. Good heads-up play by Park. Here's Sosha, 0 for 2. 2 still on, 1 down. He's 0 for 2 today, but still locked in. Slider down in the way in the first pitch. That's a strike, 0-1. You see him up and away. High and outside, 1-1. Change it down and in. That's fouled off. 1 and 2. Out in front of it is Sosha. Four-seamer up and in. Chased it, strike 3. 5th punch out for Johnson. 2 down. Here's Dangerfield. 2 for 2. 2 doubles and an RBI today. Or maybe that's 6 for Randy. It is Randy's, he had 12 coming into today. His 6th today. 2 down. Dangerfield up. He's doubled twice today. He's also scored once. Change it down and in on the first pitch. Low. Ball 1. Two-seamer up and in. High. 2-0. Slider down and in. That's low as well. 3-0. Two-seamer up. Dangerfield fouls it back from the screen. Full count. Or 3-1. Work ball at the knees. Chopped in the hole to first. Taters over on the dive. Out of his reach. Gets by Ellis as well. Hernandez, though, comes up throwing, and that'll hold the runner at third. Bases loaded for Knobloch. 1 for 3 with a solo. Yeah, 5K, 5 earned. Not good. Not at all. Knobloch locked in still after the homer earlier today as Johnson is gassed at 94 pitches. I don't want to go to the bullpen, though, but at the same time, I kind of need to go to the bullpen. Johnson's done after 4 2/3 and pulling the plug. He gives up 12 hits, 1 walk, 2 homers, 5 earned runs. All the runners on base his responsibility, and he struck out 6. Not great. We're going to go to the bullpen. Long reliever Bradley Bowler going to hustle out here and try to get out of the jam. Bowler in the postseason, 1-0 with 2.08 ERA and a 1 appearance, 1 earned run given up. 1.15 whip, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, a homer, 3 strikeouts, and a batting average against 200. His other relief appearance came back in Game 1 of the playoffs, in relief actually of Randy Johnson, so he's doing it again here. Two-seamer middle in on the first pitch, strike called at the knees, 0-1. Nice pitch from Bowler. Slided down the way, just outside, 1-1. Four-seamer middle away. Knobloch blew it by him, 1 and 2. He was late on it. Change it down and in. Out in front of it, strike 3. Bowler gets the punch out with the bases loaded as he strands him. Good job by Bradley. The 2 in on the homer by Vladdy. 5-1 to the bottom of the 5th. Ellis, Hernandez, and Blanc do up as Blyleven is cruising through 4. Bowler with the massive hold. I can't ask for much more out of him out of the bullpen. That was amazing. Here's Mark Ellis, 0 for 1 with the ground out to second his first time up. Was it first? It was first, wasn't it? Curveball up and away. That's a strike called at the letters. 0-1 as it hung. Fastball inside. Jammed Ellis over second. Therefore, Knobloch, 1 down. Here's Hernandez, 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Curveball up and in. Another strike. 0-1. Blyleven ahead. That changeup's low this time, 1-1. Fastball down and in, whiffed on it, 1-2. Curveball down in the way, popped up, shallow left center, racing in Dangerfield. He'll get there and put it away in the basket, 2 down. Here's Ava Blanc, 0 for 2 today, reached on an error last time up. Fastball up and away, whiffed on it, 0-1. Fastball down and in, slow chopper to short, racing in Frazzler. He'll barehand and fire. 1-2-3 inning for Blyleven in the 5th. To the 6th, it's 5-1. Gold, Frazzler, and Guerrero due up. There's Guy Gold, 1 for 3 with a single today. Facing Bowler, who got out of the bases loaded jam last inning with a punch out. Four-seamer middle in is inside. Ball 1. Change it down and in. Checked low, 2-0. Bless you, Brad. Two-seamer up. Chased and fouled back into the screen, 2-1. Four-seamer down in the way. Check swing outside, 3-1. Good eye there from Gold. Slider down and in. Hit up the middle, base hit as Guy delivers. Leadoff man on again here in the 6th for the Heaters. That is 5 out of 6 innings they've had the leadoff man on. Here's Yips, 1 for 3 with a single today. Push him down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Seamer up and in, strike called, 0-2. Change up and in. Chased and popped to left field. Blanc racing in. Gets there for the first out of the inning. Next up going to be Vladdy, who homered last time up. He is 1 for 2 today. He's also hit a walk and a ground out to third. He's locked in. Didn't know you could hit a walk, but hey, I've said it. Slider up and away in the first pitch to Vladdy. Check this swing. Strike called. 0-1 as Bowler floats that slider past him. Two-seamer down and away. Checked low. 1-1. Good hold there. Four-seamer down and in. Low and inside. 2-1. Change it down and away. Vladdy chops it in front of the plate. Fair ball. Tennant's to second. Gets the lead runner. Park on to first. Just laid. Fielder's choice. 2 down for Hara. 2 for 3 with 2 singles today and 1 strikeout. First pitch changeup up and in. That is whiffed through badly. 0-1. Fooled him. Four-seamer up and away. Chased it high. 0-2. Two-seamer down and in. Just low. No call. 1-2. Slider down and away. Hit up the middle to second. Ellis to his right dives. Nice snag. Gets up and fires to first in time to end the inning. At a play. Mark. Good pitch and Brad. Bottom 6. It's 5-1 still. Heart of the lineup up. Giambi, Taters, and Santo against Blyleven. Here's Giambi. He's 0 for 2 today. He reached on an error last time up. Curveball up, taken high. Ball 1. Good hold there from Jason. Fastball away. Whiffed on it. 1-1. Curveball hangs. Missed it on the power load. 1-2. Curveball middle in. Popped it up behind second. Knobloch out for it in right center. 1 down. Here's Mash Taters. RBI single last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. He's also lined out once. Fastball down and in. Chopped to second. Backhanded by Knobloch to his right. 2 down. Here's Santo. 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. That's low on the changeup. Ball 1. Curveball down. Hit well by Santo to left center, but that's going to hang up as it's off the end of the bat. Dangerfield puts it away. Another 1-2-3 inning for Blyleven as that's 10 in a row he's set down. To the 7th, it's 5-1. Grace, Foster, and Sosha do up. Here's Grace, 3 for 3 today. 3 singles and an RBI. He's also made an error in the field. Slider middle in. Strike called. 0-1. Little hack active for Mark here. Heater up and in. Inside. 1-1. Little hack deactivated. Change up away. Outside. 2-1. Two-seamer up and away. Chased it. Outside. 2-2. Four-seamer down and in. Inside. 3-2. Slider middle in. Grace lines up the middle. Base hit. And another leadoff base runner for the Heaters. They've had 1 on in 6 out of the 7 innings so far. Really annoying. Here's Poke Foster. 0 for 3. Slider middle in on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Grace no threat to run over at first base. Change up middle away. Dump to left center field into the gap, and that'll be extra bases as Foster delivers. Wilson going to play to ricochet and get it in quickly. Runner coming to third will hold. It is a double for Foster. 2 in scoring position, none down in the 7th. Here's Sosha 0 for 3 today. He's no longer locked in, but he has a good RBI chance to put the game out of reach. Four-seamer up and in. Inside, ball 1. Two-seamer down and away. It's outside, 2-0. Slider up and in. That's inside, 3-0. Change it down and then is going to be low. Ball 4. First walk for Bowler. Bases loaded, none down. Here is the 9-hitter Dangerfield. 3 for 3 today. He's singled last time up, driving in a run. He's also doubled twice. Dangerfield looking to break it open. Bases juiced, none down in the 7th. Oh boy. Four-seamer down and away. Line to third. Leaping is Santo out of his reach. Another hit. And that'll get a run home as it's station-to-station ball. 6-1 for Heaters. Here's Knobloch, 1 for 4 with a solo homer. Base is still juiced for Bowler. He's now tense. Slider away. Strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer down and in. Called a strike, 0-2. Four-seamer up and in. Blew it by him, strike 3. Second punch up for Bowler, 1 down. He's back to neutral. Here's Gold, 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Slider middle in on the first pitch. That is popped up behind first. Taters out for it. Called off for by Hernandez. She has the better arm. Makes the catch for the second out. Throws it in hard and does a cartwheel on it. All runners hold as they're not dumb enough to run on her. Here's Frazzler, 1-4 with the single. Big spot for the rookie. Forcing her up and in on the first pitch. Fooled him. Blew it by him. 0-1. Change it down in the way. Check swing strike called on the corner. 0-2. Slider up and away. Chased it. Strike 3. Third punch up for Bowler as he once again strands the bases loaded. Only giving up 1 run. 6-1 at the bottom of the 7th. Wilson, Tennant, and Park due up. Good pitching from Bowler. He bent, but he didn't break. Keeps us within 5. Here's Wilson, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch Slayer still active here. Whiffed on it high, 0-1. Curveball up and in. Hit through the middle. Base hit for Wilson as that hung. Leadoff man on in the 7th. We're not running here. We're down by 5. It doesn't make any sense. Here's Tennant, 0 for 2. Will Gene get a fastball? He did. Took it. 0-1. Pick off. Back safely as Wilson. Why are you worried? I'm down 5. Worry when I'm down by 1 or 2. Chased it high again on the heater. 0-2 this time. Curveball away. Dumped by Tennant. Shallow right center. That is going to get into the sliding glove of Knobloch. You've got to be kidding me. Game. Why do you get my hopes up to crush them immediately? 2 down, nobody on for Park. Bly11 locked in. Heater in there at the knees, 0-1. Well, it's not our game, boys. We're going to lose the series. Here we go. Poke to second, easy line out. That ends the inning. Yep, we've dropped game 1 already. I've already given up. We're going to lose the series. Here's Guerrero, 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer and a walk today. Bowler's going to be done here after 2 1/3 innings of relief. He did his job. Good job, Bradley. Did what you could. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to... You know what? I need 1 more inning from you, Brad. Can you give it to me? Go get him, champ. Slider down, low. Ball 1. Heater up. That's a strike. 1-1. You seem way outside. 2-1. Why are you winding up so fast, Brad? Slow down. There we go. That's better. Slider down. Chop the short hard. Park dives to his left. Nice snag, Rodney. Fires across in time to get Guerrero. 1 down.
The third baseman, number 11.
Wrong mindset. We don't do that here. Doing a hype-up speech. I like it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Keep me in line. Keep me in line. Slider down in the way. Strike called to Hara. 0-1. He's 2 for 4 today with the 2 singles, an RBI, and 2 strikeouts, I believe. Heater down and in, grounded to short. Park there charges. He'll make the play. Another throw in, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 7.
Here's Grace, 4 for 4 today, 4 singles and an RBI. Change it down and in, that's a strike. 0-1. Slider down, that's low, 1-1. Forcing him down and in, that's a strike. 1-2. Two-seamer up and away. Popped up to center. Sky ball. Wilson racing in. He's calling for it. And he'll put it away as Bowler gets through the 8th. Nice job, Bradley. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 8. It's 6-1. Ellis, Hernandez, and Blanc do up. We play. We fight. We are going to beat the Red Sox. Come back from an 0-3 series to win it. We are going to fight, goddamn. I love the enthusiasm. Here's Ellis leading off here in the 8th as that curveball's in there at the knees. 0-1. Heater up and away. That's 0-2. Heater up. Popped it up to first in foul territory as Grace makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Hernandez. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Curveball in there. 0-1. Curveball up and away. Chopped to second. Easy play for Knobloch on the backhand. 2 down. And 2 down in the 8th. Base is empty for Blanc. She's 0 for 3 today. Bly11 still locked in. Change up away. Skied to right center off the end of the bat. If only reverse splits wasn't active. Dangerfield puts it away. 1-2-3 inning here in the 8th for Bly11. To the 9th, it is 6-1. Foster, Socia, and Dangerfield do up. Here's Foster, 1 for 4th double. We are going to go ahead and go to the bullpen. Here comes Grapowski, the rookie long relievers. He'll come in. Just trying to get through the 9th here. Cutter up and in is high. Ball 1. Wanted to put the person with the least amount of leverage on him. Heater in there, down and in. 1-1. Don't want to waste Hayes and Munstar if we need them for next game. Fork ball away is outside, 2-1. I could have thrown Gagne, but I might need him as well, so change away is fouled off, 2-2. Two-seamer up and in, fouled off, 2-2. Four-seamer down and in, fouled off again, still 2-2. Foster being a pesky little bastard. Fork ball down and away, low, 3-2. Thanks, ump. Change up and away, pop foul, we'll do it again. You son of a... Forcing inside. Chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Grapowski, his 4th of the postseason. Here's Sosha through the walk. Cutter away. Outside. Ball 1. Fork ball up and in. That hung. Skied to left field, heading for the high wall. That is a fireball coming at you as it gets out. Just hung it up enough, and now it's 7-1 Heaters. First of the postseason for Sosha. 3rd homer of the game. Here's Dangerfield, 4 for 4, 2 doubles, 2 singles, 2 RBIs here at the bottom of the lineup as Grapowski is immediately tense. Four-seamer down in the way is a strike called, 0-1. Changeup hangs, fouled off thankfully into the screen, 0-2. Fork ball hangs, that is fouled off into the screen as well, 0-2. Cutter up and away, chased but fouled off again, still 0-2. Four-seamer up and in, chased it, strike 3, second punch up for Grapowski. 2 down as the rookie's feeling it. Here's Knobloch, who's frustrated despite having a home run today and having one of his potential errors saved by his first baseman. 1 for 5 with the solo homer today. Receiver middle in, bloop to left center. Look at that, Chuck. You get pissed, you get a hit. Congratulations, you're still a roid user. He's in there, 2 down. Shall I? Yeah, might as well. Here's Gold, 2 for 5 with 2 singles. It's been a while since we've had to do that. First one for the Freebooters. Fork ball down in the way, swung through, 0-1. At least in this series, in this timeline. Heater down, lined at the middle, base hit. Well. Here's Frazzler, 1 for 5 with a single today. Surrounded active for Frazzler, or Grapowski. Change up in there at the letters, 0-1. Four-seamer away. That's lined to first, right at Taters. He knocks it down. Mash will win the foot race to the bag to end the inning. So y'all know what time it is. Randy shit the bed and we can't recover. Well, this has gone to shit indeed. Welcome to the shit show, everybody. Bottom 9, it's 7-1. Giambi, Taters, and Santo do up. Blyleven going for the complete game. Here's Giambi, 0 for 3. He's only at 68 pitches, so he has plenty of gas in the tank. Two-seamer away, strike called, 0-1. Fastball down the way. Giambi goes with it down the left field line. That is going to drop in front of goal for a leadoff single. Attaboy, attaboy. Here's Taters, 1 for 3, RBI singles. So far, our only run today. Taters flew out last time up. Curveball up, hangs, line to second. Knobloch on a hop. That's a double play. Yay. 2 down, bases empty for Santo. 1 for 3 with a single. Last chance to dance in game 1 for the Freebooters. Whiffed on it inside on the two-seamer, 0-1. And that's a chopper to second. Easy play for Knobloch as long as he doesn't dirt the throw. He does not, and that ends the game. Heaters take game 1 7-1 as, well, Randy Johnson fucked us over. Thank you, Randy, for not living up to your expectations, and I highly doubt I will be re-signing you next season. 7-1. They out-hit us. They hit all the homers. They outscored us. And they outpitched us. There's not much more to say. Although it is unfair that Blyleven has reverse splits on him. Thank God he's older because that is just an absolute cheat code. They need to underpower that. Everybody in the Heaters lineup got at least 1 hit today. Solo homer for Chuck Knobloch, 2-run homer for Vladdy Guerrero, solo homer for Mike Sosha, RBI single for Mark Grace, and 2 RBIs for Dangerfield, 1 on a single, and well, actually 1 on the single, 1 on a double. On the other side for us, hitless today were Blanc, Tennants, Park, and Ellis. Our only RBI on a single by Mashed Taters. Blyleven, the complete game, 7 hits, 2 strikeouts. He improves to 2-0 on the year. Johnson, 4 2/3, takes the loss. 12 hits, 5 earned runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts, 2 homers. He falls to 1-1. Bowler, 3 1/3 in relief, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run on 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Grapowski, an inning, giving up a homer, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 1 earned run. Blyleven, the player of the game, followed by Dangerfield and Vladimir Guerrero. That is game 1 in the books for you folks. We are behind the 8 ball. So we are at least playing 4 games in the series, so we will see Durbin Holmes for the first time this postseason unless we get swept. He is now at least guaranteed to start if we win 1 game. I'm sure Durbin wanted it to be under better circumstances, but he should be happy to get to play. Game 2, here's the matchup on the mound for the Heaters. Former Dodger Don Sutton, who we beat in the regular season. No record, a 2.16 ERA and a 1.32 whip. We actually hit a line drive off of Sutton's chin. Danny Diaz on the mound for us, the rookie. 2.0, 1.38 ERA and a 1.23 whip. Game 2's lineup for us, leading off in center will be Wilson. Then at third is Santo. Giambi's DHing. Taters is tense at first base. Tennant's in catching again. Ganton left. Park at short. Hernandez in right. And Ellis at second base. Batting 9. Let's go. Lineup for the Heaters in Game 2. Mark Grace is at first to lead off, followed by Socha locked in, still catching. Golden left batting third. Guerrero still in the cleanup slot in right. Harmony Strauss is off the bench to DH. She'll bat fifth. Boomer Platoon gets the start at third base. He'll bat sixth. Batting seventh is center fielder Cheryl Dangerfield. He is locked in. Then it's batting eighth, second baseman Chuck Knobloch. And batting ninth is the 10th shortstop today, Toby Hara. As that moves Frausler to the bench, putting Platoon at third base. And Strauss is off the bench, the primary catcher. She is DHing. Grace, Socha, and Gold do up first here against rookie Danny Deals. Grace leading off, hitting .333, 9 RBIs in the postseason as he singled 1 in Game 1. Deals is set. Game 2 underway coming at you. Four-seamer up and away. Fouled off. Into the screen. 0-1. Little hack active for Grace here. Fork ball down. Grace lines it to first. Past the diving Taters' glove. That's a base hit. Hernandez throw to first. Almost got him. All right, one boy. Take it easy, buddy. Wish us luck, man. Have a good night. Socha, the catcher, locked in, hitting .556, 1 homer, 3 RBIs for Mike. Ball down in the way in the first pitch, hitting the hole past the diving Taters, base hit. That is 2 on to start the inning here in the first. Next up is Gold, left fielder hitting .361, 2 homers, 6 RBIs here in the postseason. Cutter up and in the first pitch, inside, ball 1. Forcing him down and in. Fouled off. 1-1. Curveball away. Just outside. 2-1. Ball down and in. Runner goes. Ripped foul. 2-2. Okay, collector active for Deals here. Cutter up and away. Fouled off. 2-2. Forcing him up and in. Chased it. Strike 3. First punch up for Deals. 1 down. Next up, Vladdy, right fielder, hitting .258, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Ball down in the way. Strike call, 0-1. Forcing him up and in, inside, 1-1. Work ball down and in. Vladdy rips it hard to third, right at Santo for the second out. 2 on, 2 down for our DH Harmony Strauss, who sat out Game 1, hitting .321, 2 homers, 7 RBIs for the fastball hitter. Ball up and in the first pitch, inside, ball 1. Forcing it away, strike call, 1-1. Ball down and in, fouled off, 1-2. Cutter down and away, chased it low, strike 3. Second punch out for Deals as he strands the 2 leadoff base runners. Bottom 1, it's scoreless still. Wilson, Santo, and Giambi do up against Don Sutton, the former Dodger. Here's Willie Wilson, hitting .333, 1 RBI in the postseason for Willie. He had 1 hit in the first game. Facing former Dodger Don Sutton, who we beat in the regular season thanks to an injury. Heater low, ball 1. Throw ball down. Wilson drives it to right center, hit well, but that's going to hang up for Dangerfield. 1 down. Here's Ron Santo hitting .345, 3 homers, 8 RBIs in the postseason. 1 hit in Game 1 for Ron as that heater's down and in, ball 1. Heater up and away outside, 2-0. Curveball down and in, popped up behind second. Out for it is going to be Hara, 2 down. Base is empty for Giambi, the DH, hitting .318, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. Slider away, strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and in is Chase, popped up the first. Easy catch for Grace, 1-2-3 inning for Sutton. To the second, Platoon, Dangerfield, and Knobloch do up. There's Boomer Platoon, the third baseman, hitting .211, 2 RBIs in the postseason. Fork ball middle away in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Cutter up and in. Inside. 1-1. Four-seamer down and in. Bloop to left field on the line. Hit well but took Gant. Ron puts it away. 1 down. Here's Dangerfield. Center fielder locked in. Hitting .379. 1 homer. 6 RBIs. Ball down in the way in the first pitch. Churl skies it down the right field line into the corner. Hernandez tracking it. Gets there in the corner for the second out. Knobloch up next. Second baseman hit a homer in game 1. He had 2 hits total. Hitting .474 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Four-seamer up and in on the first pitch. Blew it by him. 0-1. 100 on the gun for the locked-in deals. Cutter away. Strike called. 0-2. K collector active. Cutter up and away again. Fouled off. 0-2. Forcing down and in. Swung through it, strike 3. Third punch up for deals. 1-2-3 inning for him in the second. Bottom 2, Taters, Tennis, and Gant do up. Here's Taters leading off. First baseman Tense. Ended the first game with a double play in the 9th inning, which was made intense. He went 1 for 4, driving in our only run on a single last game. Hitting .355, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Two-seamer inside from Sutton. Strike called. 0-1. No screwball. Curveball up and away, dumped to shallow center, hit well off the end of the bat. Over there for Knobloch, 1 down. There's Tennant's catcher is hitting .367, 2 homers, 5 RBIs for Gene. Fastball hitter active here. Slider in there at the letters, 0-1. Sutton ahead. Two-seamer down and in, chopped to second, easy play for Hara. 2 down. Base is empty for Ron Gant, the left fielder, who sat out game 1, hitting .333 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Slider up and in, line by Gant to the gap right center field. That is going to get down for extra bases as the speedster on his way to second. Dangerfield gets it in quickly, but it is still a 2-out double. Our first hit today puts Gant in scoring position for Rodney Park. Shortstop hitting .421 with an RBI here in the postseason. Curveball up and away, hangs, line to left center. That's going to hang up though. Making the catch Dangerfield to end the inning. Bottom to the third, it's scoreless. Hara, Grace, and Sosha, 9-1 and 2 do up. There's Toby Hara, shortstop Tense, hitting .219. 2 RBIs here in the postseason for Hara. He had 2 hits in game 1. He also struck out twice. Him down in the way, strike called. 0-1. Curveball hangs on the next pitch, line to left center. Wilson tracking it into the gap. Speedster gets there, 1 down. Next up, Mark Grace, 1 for 1 with a single. Seamer away on the first pitch, skied off the end of the bat into the left field corner. Gant back to the warning track. Puts it away, 2 down. Here's Sosha, 1 for 1 with a single today. Work ball down and in on the first pitch, strike called. 0-1. Cutter up and in, whiffed on it. 0-2. Seamer down in the way, outside. 1 and 2. Ball down below the knees, check swing low. 2-2. Fork ball down, low, 3-2. Four-seamer up and in. Sosha fouls it off late. He stays alive. Full count. Cut up and away. Chased and fouled off again. Still full. Bless you, Danny. Curveball down and in. Chased it. Strike 3. Off the glove of Tennant. He'll fire to first in time to end the inning. 4th punch out for deals. 1-2-3 inning for him in the 3rd. Bottom 3 were scoreless still. Hernandez, Ellis, and Wilson do up. Here's Juanito, hitting .400 here in the postseason. 2 hits in game 1. Change up and away, strike called, 0-1. That's high on the 2-seamer, 1-1. Check swing high on the curve, good take, 2-1. Fastball down in the way, skied by Hernandez well to right field, hit off the end of the bat. Back at the fence, right fielder Vladdy calling for it, he'll put it away, 1 down. Mark Ellis up next, second baseman hitting .333, 1 homer, 2 RBIs in the postseason. Slider down and in, low, ball 1. Chased it up and away on the heater, fouled off on the right side. That stays in play for Grace, 2 down. Here's back to the top lineup in Wilson, 0 for 1 today. Go out to right center his first time up. Fastball down and in, line to third, right at platoon to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 half to the 4th. We're scoreless. Hard lineup up for the heaters. Gold, Guerrero, and Strauss. Here's Gold, 0 for 1 today. Four-seamer up and in, whiffed on it high, 0-1. Fork ball away. Check swing outside. 1-1. Cutter down and away. Low and outside. 2-1. Ball down and in inside. 3-1. Four-seamer middle in. Fouled off. 3-2. Cutter up and in. Inside ball 4. First walk for Deals as Gould reaches to start the inning. Here's Guerrero 0-for-1.
Number 27,
Vladimir Guerrero.
For ball away. Check swing outside. Ball 1. Cutter away. Check swing strike called. 1-1. Fork ball down. Taken low. 2-1. Four-seamer middle in. Off the catcher's glove. Going for second. Throw down by Tennants is late. 3-1 the count. Cutter at the knees. Vladdy chops at the short. Park there. Looks the runner back. Fires to first. 1 down.
now batting.
Next up, Strauss 0-for-1 today. Struck out swinging her first time up.
Harmony Strauss.
Ball down and then on the first pitch. Chopped in front of the plate. Tennants looks the runner's back. Fires to first. 2 down. Runner still at second.
Third baseman, number
That is going to bring up
28,
platoon 0-for-1.
Plateau.
About his first time up. Heater away. Fouled off. 0-1. Cutter down and in. Low and inside. 1-1. The ball up and in. Grounded hard to first. Right at Taters. He'll take it himself. That ends the inning as runner strands at second. Bottom 4 was scoreless. Santo, Giambi, and Taters do up. Here's Santo 0-for-1 today. First pitch from Sutton. Screwball in there at the letters. 0-1. Screwball down. Lined by Santo into the gap. Right center field. Hit well over the diving Dangerfield's glove off the fence. That'll be a single for Santo. Leadoff man on here in the 4th, and that will bring up the next batter. It is Giambi 0-for-1. Lined out. Popped out softly to first his first time up. Slider at the knees. Lined to left field hard, but right at Gold. 1 down. Another hard hit ball and another hard hit out for the Freebooters offense. Here's Taters 0-for-1 today. Still tense. Sutton locked in here. Two-seamer high, strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer at the knees, popped up to short. Easy play for Hera, he's right there. 2 down, here is Tennant, 0-for-1, who's now tense after the pass ball. Flew out last time up. Throw ball up and away, high, ball 1. Pass ball up and in, jammed him, skied over second, out for it, Knobloch. He runs it down to end the inning. To the 5th, it's scoreless still. Dangerfield, Knobloch, and Hera do up. Bottom of the lineup.
Now batting,
There's
the
Dangerfield
center
0-for-1 today, still locked in.
26, Charles Dangerfield.
Throw ball away in the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Puts him down in the way, chop slow roller in the hole to third. Santo misses it on the bare hand, and so does Park. That is going to be an infield single for Dangerfield, as both of them misread it.
The second baseman,
There's Knobloch
number
0-for-1.
77, Chuck
Knobloch.
Fork ball down and then on the first pitch in the dirt. Good block by Tennants, ball 1. Puts him up and in. Fouled off late, 1-1. Cut up and away, runner goes. Chased high and away, throw down by Tennants. Just late, stolen base. 1-2 the scores, that's a steal. I think that was, who was that? It was Dangerfield. Dangerfield's first steal of the season. Postseason, he's 1-for-1. 1-2 the count, the Knobloch. Cutter down and away. Low in the dirt. Good block. 2-2. Zoom up and away. Swing through it. Strike 3. 5th punch out for Danny. 1 down.
now batting,
Next up, Hera 0-for-1.
number 11,
Toby Hera.
Cutter up on the first pitch. In there at the letters. 0-1. Zoomer away. Line to left center. Into the gap. Gant over. Lays out for it. Cuts it off. Nice play, Ron. Dangerfield coming around third. Here comes the throw. Cut by Taters. It is going to be a run. And the Heaters break the tie. It's 1-0.
17, Mark
Single for the 9-hitter. And puts him up 1-0. Here's Grace. 1-for-2 with a single. Over at first after the hit is Hera. Forcing down in the way in the first pitch. Outside. Ball 1. For ball at the knees. Grace turns on and belted it. And it's not coming back, folks. Fireball coming at you. 3-0 Heaters. as the inning compounds itself. First of the postseason for Grace. Here we go again, folks. Here's Sosha, 1 for 2 with a single. As Deals goes from locked in to tense in the span of 2 batters. Cutter down, check swing low, ball 1. Goes down and in, fouled off, 1-1. Ball down and away, in the dirt, 2-1. Up and away, strike called, 2-2. Okay, collector active, fork ball up and in. Chased inside, blooped over second. Ellis racing out for it, lays out of his reach. Another base hit. As of course they can catch that, but I can't. Here's Gold over 1 with a walk. Ball down in the way. Chop foul out of play, 0-1. Racing up and in, inside, 1-1. Up and away, fouled off, 1-2. Ball down, grounded hard to second. Ellis there, knocks it down. Gets it to second though in time. Parked to first late. Fielder's choice, 2 down. Here's Guerrero 0 for 2.
Number 27, Vladimir Guerrero.
Cutter down and in, almost hit him in the shin. Ball 1. Goes him down in the way, outside, 2-0. Gives up over 70 pitches here. Curveball up and in, inside, 3-0. Forcing him at the knee, strike called, 3-1. Work ball up and away. Strike called. Full count. Runner at first off with the pitch here. Cutter down and in. Grounded hard to third. Right at Santo. Fires to first. That ends the inning. The 3 runs in the inning for the Heaters as they break the tie. 3-0 to the bottom of the 5th after the RBI single by Hera and the 2-run homer by Mark Grace. Gant, Park, and Hernandez do up against Sutton, who's thrown 27 pitches through 4 innings. Here's Gant, 1 for 1 with a double his first time up. I guess our only hit so far is that Heater's high. Ball 1. It is one of our only 2, actually. Heater way outside. 2-0. Slider middle in. Hard grounder up the middle off the mound. Base hit for Gant. He's 2 for 2 today as that leadoff man's on here in the 5th. Next up is Park. 0 for 1 today. This pitch Heater inside. Strike called. 0-1. Heater up with tie, 0-2. Slider up and in, jammed in the right center. That's going to hang up. Racing in for it is Guerrero for the first out. Next up, Hernandez, 0 for 1 today. Pardon me. Forcing up and in, strike called, 0-1. Heater up and away, strike called, 0-2. Sutton painting the corners. Chased it down and in. Slow roller in the hole to short. Barehanded by Platoon to first. Gets the fielder's choice. 2 down. Going to second is Gant. Here's Ellis with the RBI chance. 0 for 1. Fastball middle in. Dump to right center field. That's going to get in the glove of Dangerfield to end the inning. Because, of course, we can't get a break to the 6th. It's still 3-0. Strauss, Platoon, and Dangerfield do up. Here's Strauss 0 for 2 today. Ball down in the way in the first pitch to Strauss. Strike called, 0-1. Curve it in. Strauss fouls it off late, 0-2. Okay, collector active for Deals. Fork ball in, down and in. Hard grounder past the diving Taters for a base hit. As gets it in quickly, just late. Leadoff woman on for Platoon. He's 0 for 2 as Deals once again tense. Team ripping away in the first pitch. Whiffed on it, 0-1. Cutter middle in. Line 1 hopper to short. Park flips to second. 1. Ellis to first. Double play. You love to see it. 2 down, bases empty for Dangerfield. 1 for 2 with a single. That's the first one we've turned this series. Huh. Curve ball up and away. Turned on by Dangerfield. Cracked the right field, and he's going to keep his hot hitting going. Fireball coming at you there in the right center seats on the first deck. Just couldn't let Deals have a quality start, could you bastard? Second home of the postseason for Dangerfield. It is 4-0, his first homer here in the series. Knobloch up next, 0 for 2. Fastball down the middle, line to center. Wilson back to his right, and that ends the inning. That was a more hittable pitch than the curveball. 4-0 bottom of the 6th. Wilson, Santo, and Giambi do up. There's Wilson 0 for 2 today. First Slayer active. Ball up and away, strike called, 0-1. Forcing up and away, strike called, 0-2. Fastball up and in, pulled to right on the line. Easy play out there for Guerrero, 1 down. Next up, Santo, 1 for 2 with a single.
Number 5, Ron Santo.
Screwball away, misses outside. Ball 1. Slider at the knees, crushed by Santo, deep center field. I think he got all of that one, folks. It is a cannonball coming at you there over the batter's eye as he absolutely unloaded on that slider at the knees. Santo's first here in the series, his 4th of the postseason, and that makes it 4-1 as the Freebooters hit our first homer here. And we're on the board. Here's Giambi 0 for 2. Sutton no longer locked in. Heater inside misses to Giambi. Ball 1. Fastball up, hard chopper through the middle as it goes right between Sutton's legs. That'll put Giambi on with 1 down for Taters. He is 0 for 2 today in tenths.
Number 24, Mash Tater.
Oh, curveball hung. I should have crushed it. 0-1. Well, it hung again, and this time we're out in front of it. 0-2. We're not going to get lucky a 3rd time, I don't think. Nope, curveball was down this time. Lined off the end of the bat to center. Dangerfield puts it away. 2 down. It's right at him. He barely had to move. Now to bring up Gene Tennant, so for 2 intense today for the catcher.
Gene Tennis.
Curveball up and in, popped it up. Foul territory for Platoon over there in front of the dugout at 3rd. That ends the inning, but we're on the board with the home run from Santo, 4-1 to the 7th. Hara, Grayson, so should do up. There's Hara, 1 for 2 with an RBI single today. First pitch to him, a curveball away from Deals, outside, ball 1. Cutter up. Hara lines out the middle, base hit, and that's going to do it for Deals as he'll be done here after 6+. Back to the top of the lineup coming up. Deals 6+ innings, he gives up 4 runs. Runner at first, his responsibility. 2 homers, 9 hits given up, 6 strikeouts, I believe. Decent outing, just couldn't get any run support. Coming out of the bullpen will be Elaine Munstar. She's going to try and keep it a 4-run game. Or 3-run game. Here's Mark Grace, who homered earlier in the game. Actually, last at bat, I believe. Pushing me down on the way outside. Ball 1. He's repping in. Turned on, crushed on the hit and run to right field. And that is Mark Grace's 2nd homer of the game. Fireball coming at you there. It is 6-1 Heaters as Munstar immediately gives up a bomb. Now to close the book on Deals' line as Grace hits his 2nd homer of the series, the game, and the postseason. Deals gives up 5 earned runs now. Here's Socia 2 for 3 with 2 singles as Munstar is immediately tense. Curveball down and in at the knees. Strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Strike called, 0-2. It's like our offense just decided not to show up this series. Three-seamer down and away, 1-2. Four-seamer down. Chop foul, still 1-2. Two-seamer up and in. Turned on into the gap right center. Extra bases for Socias. That one hops to the fence. Wilson gets it in, but it will still be a double. Still nobody out in the 7th. Here's Gold 0 for 2 with a walk. Curveball away. Bloop to right center into the gap, and that's going to make it 7-1 as the Heaters expand the lead. Here's Guerrero 0 for 3.
Number 27, Vladimir Guerrero.
Four-seamer away, fouled off late. 0-1. Ball down in the way, outside. 1-1. Two-seamer down and in. Low and inside. 2-1. Two-seamer middle in. Rip foul. 2-2. Ball down in the way. Check swing low. 3-2. Four-seamer up and away. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Still full. Two-seamer middle in. Fouled off. Still full. Two-seamer middle in. Fouled off. Out of play. Full count. Curveball hangs. Rip foul again. Still no out here. Either away. And it's a base hit. Past the diving Ellis. Hernandez gets to it, gets it in. Throw coming home. It's going to be close. Got him! What a throw by Hernandez. What a snipe. Janitor. Got the achievement. Record an outfield assist with a player who has cannon arm versus the CPU or player. Nice. Here's Strauss. Pushing me down and in. Rip foul. 0-1. Seamer away. Fouled off. 0-2. Ball down and away. Chop foul. Still 0-2. Four-seamer up. Fouled off. Strauss stays alive. 0-2. Two-seamer down and in. Chopped up the middle. Munstar Fields fires to second one. Park to first. Double play. You love to see it. 3 runs home, though, as the Heaters make their lead 7-1. Bottom 7. Gant, Park, and Hernandez do up. Here's Gant, 2 for 2 today. He's doubled and singled off of Sutton, who's still going strong here in the 7th. Four-seamer low, ball 1. Heater inside, 2-0 to Gant. Slider but in line at the middle base hit. Gant has his 3rd hit today. He's 3 for 3. Gant has no problem seeing the ball. He's locked in. Here's Park, 0 for 2. First pitch Heater inside, strike called, 0-1. Slider up and away, line to center, but that's right at Dangerfield, 1 down. Great range out there in center. Here's Hernandez, 0 for 2. Four-seamer up high, ball 1. Heater away, 1-1. It's a strike called. Change up and in, grounded to second. Now block flips, dropped by Hera. It's E4 on the throw. Everybody's safe. Here's Ellis, 0 for 2. Need to capitalize here. Two-seamer inside, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up, line by Ellis to center, but it's right at Dangerfield. 2 down. Can't hit it to him. That puts all the pressure here on Wilson at the top of the lineup, who's 0 for 3. Sutton locked in. Slider hangs on the first pitch. 1 hopper to Hera. And Sutton gets out of it. I'm calling it there. We're not coming back. I'm simming the rest of this game. There's no point in me wasting my effort on this. Sim the rest of game 2. We're going to be down 2-0 heading to game 3, which we'll play here as well. We'll see if we can miraculously pull the 3-game reverse sweep out of our ass. I highly doubt it. I know I'm supposed to have a positive mindset, but at the same time, it's just like, the game is just, it seems to be it's rigged against me right now. And honestly, I don't feel like doing this again. We do lose 8-1, so the Heaters once again continue to score. We do nothing. Looking to stave off elimination here in game 3 on the road. Pitchers will bat. Dot DeCornis locked in, rookie right-hander 2-0 with an 0.60 ERA and an 0.87 whip. Hugs Lavelle, the veteran former Wild Pig hurler, gets the ball. Lefty, no record, a 0 ERA and a 1.20 whip. Lineup will use, Ellis leads off locked in at second, then Gant locked in and left, Giambi at first, Santo at third, Hernandez in right, Wilson in center. Charlie Lopez gets the start at shortstop for Park, who is tense. Dempsey gets the start behind the plate for the tense Tenants, and DeCornis bats number 9 on the mound. Let's go. Lineup for the Heaters, it's Grace at first, Gold in left, Platoon at third, Guerrero in right, Strauss is catching, Dangerfield locked in center, Knobloch at second, Frasler in shortstop, and Lavelle is pitching. As Hera goes to the bench, and Sosha goes to the bench as well. Frasler comes off the bench. Let's go, game 3, gotta keep it alive here, folks. Gotta try it. Here's Ellis leading off, 286 average, locked in, 1 homer, 2 RBIs here against Hugs Lavelle, the lefty southpaw. Heater inside misses, ball 1. Curveball hangs, ripped foul, 1-1. Screwball inside, misses, 2-1. Slider away, Ellis goes with it, drives it to right field, hit pretty well, but that hangs up at the warning track for Guerrero, 1 down. Next up is Ron Gann, who's locked in. He went 3 for 3 last game, hitting .429, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Screwball hangs on the first pitch, ripped to left field on the line, base hit for Gant, as he, one of our few hitters that has actually shown up here in the finale. Here's Giambi, hitting .346, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. Curveball up, hangs, strike called, letters, 0-1. Pitch out, nothing doing on the check swing, 1-1. Change up inside, turned on by Giambi, but out in front of it, 1-2. Fastball up, chased it, strike 3. 2 down, first punch up for Lavelle. Here's Santo, third baseman, homered in game 2. It was our only run. Hitting .364 with 4 homers and 9 RBIs. Change it down and in, fouled off, 0-1. Add the distance. Pick off the first, back safely is Gant. 0-1 the count. Slider middle in, crush to left center. That is going to hang up, though, for Dangerfield, and that ends the inning. Bottom one we go. We're scoreless. Grace, Gold, and Platoon do up against rookie Dot DeCornis. There's Grace hitting .364, 2 homers, 13 RBIs. DeCornis got 2 wins in her first 2 outings, giving up only 1 run in each start. We'll do it again here. Heater down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Ball down and away outside. 1-1. Zoomer up and away. Fouled off. Out of play. 1-2. Hack active for Grace here. Slider pin in. Line at the middle of the second. Ellis dives. Nice snag. Mark. 1 down. Here's Guy Gold. Left fielder hitting .350. 2 homers. 7 RBIs. Change away in the first pitch. Hangs. Grounded up the middle. Base hit as that came back over the middle of the plate. Runner on. 1 down here in the first. Here's Bloomer Platoon. Third baseman hitting .182 in the postseason with 2 RBIs. Ball down and in the first pitch. Low and in. Ball 1. Forcing the middle in inside. 2-0. Slider away. That's ripped down the right field line. Fair ball into the corner. Hernandez gets it in. Runners at first and third now with 1 down after the single by Platoon. RBI chance for Vladdy. Right fielder hitting .250. 2 homers. 5 RBIs in the postseason. Slided down the way in the first pitch. Lined at the middle base hitting. Guerrero's going to drive in the run. Heaters take a 1-0 lead in the first. Here's Harmony Strauss, the catcher, hitting .312. 2 homers. 7 RBIs. Four-seamer away in the first pitch. Taken outside. Two-seamer down and in. Strauss chops a foul. 1-1. Change it down the way. Checks me outside. 2-1. Slider been in. Pop foul. 2-2. Go down and in. Fouled off. Still 2-2. Four-seamer down and away. Strauss chops it. Slow roll to third. Santo tries to barehand it. Fucks it. Goes to first to get the out. 2 down. No error, but 2 in scoring position for Dangerfield. That should have been an inning-ending double play. Dangerfield locked in, hitting .424 with the 2 homers and 7 RBIs, looking to get more runs on the board and put up a crooked number in the first. Two-seamer away in the first pitch is outside. Ball 1. Curveball down and away in the dirt. 2-0. Four-seamer middle in. Skied to left center field, hit pretty well. Wilson is tracking it to the warning track, calling for it. He'll put it away to end the inning as we do get out of it, only giving up 1 run on the single by Vladdy to the second. It's 1-0. Heaters have the lead. Hernandez, Wilson, and Lopez do up.
Now batting, the right fielder.
There's Juanita, right fielder hitting .316. No homers, no RBIs in the postseason. Curveball hangs on the first pitch, turned on by Hernandez into the gap left center field. Splitting the fielders, that'll be extra bases out of the diving reach of Dangerfield, who smacks his face into the fence on the dive. Leadoff double for Juanita, and where Dangerfield is lucky he didn't hurt himself. There's Willie Wilson, hitting .261 with an RBI in the postseason. Change up and away high, ball 1. That screwball's in there at the knees. The elite screwball from Lavelle, her best pitch, 1-1. Slider up and away, line to right at Grace for the first out, and that's going to double off Hernandez because I can't catch a break this goddamn series. Here's Lopez, shortstop hitting .429 in the postseason. Lavelle takes a break to sneeze. I don't blame her. Heater inside, strike called, 0-1. Screwball down, turned on by Lopez, fouled off though, 0-2. Fastball up, chased and fouled off by Lopez. He stays alive, 0-2. Chased it inside, broken bat pop up to the mound. Lavelle puts it away to end the inning. And we line into another double play. Bottom 2, it's still 1-0. Knobloch, Frazzler, and Lavelle do up. There's Knobloch hitting .452, 2 homers, 6 RBIs here in the 7 slot. Four-seamer up and in. Blooped over short. Lopez out on the dive, out of his reach. Base hit. Leadoff man on in the second. There's Yips Frazzler, the rookie shortstop, hitting .217, 1 homer, 1 RBI. He sat out game 2. Played game 1. He had a hit, and he struck out twice. First pitch curveball in at the knees. Rip foul, 0-1. Pick off to first, nothing doing. Back safely is Knobloch. Has good speed over at first. Seamer middle in, chop, slow roll to short. Lopez bare hands to first. One down, as that was really awkward looking because I couldn't decide who to get it. Lavelle up next, batting 1,000 with a solo homer here in the postseason. Seamer down and in. One shown, dropped in front of the plate. Dempsey fires to third. He gets Knobloch. What? All right, look, game. I know you don't like me tonight, but you could have at least given me that one. The ball was there before him. Fielder's choice, everybody's safe. Runners at the corners, one down. Grace is probably going to drive him in here. Let's see how it goes. Ball grounded hard to first. Giambi dives, knocks it down. He's going to get the run home. Giambi wins the foot race to first, 2 down. Lavelle to second, 2-0. Here's Gold, 1-for-1 with a single. Seamer down and in, low, ball 1. Seamer down and away. Chop foul, 1-1. Ball middle in. Rip foul, 1-2. Change it up and away. Crushed to center field. Wilson running out of room. He looks up. Fireball coming at you. Guy Gold hits his first homer here in the postseason series. His third of the postseason total, and it's 4-0 Heaters, as that's 3 in the inning here in the second. Game, there's a special place in hell for you right now. Here's Platoon, 1-for-1 with a single. Slider up on the first pitch from Dot. She's tense now, line to first. Giambi picks it out of the air to end the inning. 3 in the inning. Heaters lead 4-0 to the third. Dempsey, DeCornis, and Ellis do up. Yep. This is not our night, folks. The Freebooters will be eliminated here. If not tonight, maybe tomorrow. Dempsey leading off. Catcher getting his first at bat of the postseason. High pitch is active for him. Getting the start over Tennant's here. Fastball up, whiff late, 0-1. Either way, whiff late again, 0-2. Screwball fouled off, 0-2. Slider down and then popped up right there to the catcher. Strauss makes the catch, 1 down. Here's DeCornis, tense already. Change him up and in, hard chopper to third, Platoon to first, 2 down. Base empty for Ellis, 0-for-1. Chased it high, 0-1. Blooper to right, easy catch. 1-2-3 inning for whoever's pitching. Lavelle, bottom 3, it's 4-0. Guerrero, Strauss, and Dangerfield do up. There's Guerrero, 1-for-1, RBI single back in the first inning. He's going to get another hit here. Curveball in the dirt, bounces, ball 1. Four-seamer up and away, high, 2-0. Change it up and away, line to right center field into the gap. Hernandez giving chase, lays out off the fence. That's going to be extra bases, and it's a double for Guerrero. Leadoff man in scoring position here for the Heaters once again. There's Strauss 0-for-1 today. Dribble down and in. Called strike, 0-1. Change of middle in, hard grounder to second. Ellis there on the backhand, makes the play to first. Picked by Giambi, 1 down. Going to third, Guerrero. Here's Dangerfield, 0-for-1. You see him down in the way, fouled off, 0-1. Ball down and in, fouled off, 0-2. See him up and in, inside, 1-2. Change up down in the way, chopped through the middle, another seeing eye single. 5-0 Heaters as Guerrero scores. Dangerfield continues to hit. Here's Knobloch, 1-for-1 with a single. Just nothing I throw works. Slider hangs, fouled off, 0-1. Two-seamer down, that's low, 1-1. Four-seamer down, low, 2-1. Change up and away. Crushed to center, hit well. Wilson tracking it. He's running out of room at the fence. And it hits off the fence behind him because he didn't need to jump, but it looked like it was going over. Runners are coming home, and it's a triple. 6-0 Heaters. Well, this has gone to shit, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Frazzler. Seamer up, strike called, 0-1. Ball down in the dirt, 1-1. Side up and in, high, 2-1. Zimmer middle in, line to first. Giambi dives out of his reach. Another hit. 7-0 Heaters. And here's the pitcher. Center fielder's choice last time up. Bunting with a 7-0 lead. Game. Just go away. Curveball middle in. Bunt is down. Fair ball. Dempsey will go to first. Sacrifice works. 2 down. Here's Grace 0 for 2. RBI ground out last time up. Change it down. Rip foul. 0-1. The corner's now rattled. Well down and in. Strike called. 0-2. Zimmer up. Chased. Fouled off. 0-2. Slider put away. Chased and fouled off over the screen. 0-2. Still. Zimmer away. Grace dumps it to left center. Gant going over. Lays out for it. Nice catch, Ron. That saves another run, but 3 runs had already scored. It's 7-0. To the 4th, Gant, Giambi, and Santo. Heart of the lineup coming up. Here's Gant, 1 for 1 with a single today. That's away in the changeup. Ball 1. Changeup up and away. Gant drives it right center field, but he got under it. Dangerfield runs it down. 1 out. Because, of course, he can't, like, pull a hamstring or anything. Here's Giambi, 0 for 1. Changeup high. Ball 1. Changeup up and away. Strike call. 1-1. Curveball up and away is high outside as well. 2-1. Changeup down and in, out in front. 2-2. Screwball away. Hard grounder past the third baseman. Base hit. Good effort by Platoon, but it was already by him by the time he dove. Giambi's first hit. He's 1 for 2. Here's Santo over 1. Changeup up. Line through the middle. Base hit. Back-to-back singles here for the Freebooters. Puts 2 on, 1 down in the 4th. Need to get something going here quickly. Here's Hernandez, 1 for 1 with a double. She was then raced on a line-out double play. Curveball up and in, hangs. Line back up the middle. Easy catch by Fraser. As he backhands the second. 2 down. Here's Wilson, 0 for 1. Lined out his first time up. Screwball up. Driven by Wilson into the gap left center. Running it down is Dangerfield to end the inning. Bottom 4, it's still 7-0. Here's Gold, Platoon, and Guerrero. If we do not score in the top half of the 5th, I will sim, and I will cut my losses, because there is no point in playing with a 7-run lead. Gold hit a 2-run homer last time up. He's also singled today. Heater down the middle, base hits. Yeah, I probably should actually try. I have been trying all night. The game's just not in my favor right now. Here's Platoon, 1 for 2 with a single. It's just telling me, son, you got this far. We want to take away all confidence you ever had in yourself. You suck. Heater down the way, chased it, 0-2. See him ripping away. Line foul out of play, 0-2. Slider down and in. Chopped in the hole to short. Lopez dives, cuts it off. Gets it to second. And it was dropped. Thank you, Ellis. A well-timed error. He was safe anyway, thankfully, so it saved your ass. Here's Guerrero, 2 for 2. RBI double and a single today. Or RBI single and a double. He's 2 for 2. Forcing him in there down the middle, 0-1. Change it down the way. Outside, 1-1. Slider down the way. Chopped in the hole to short, slow roller. Lopez there. Flips the second 1. Ellis the first. Got him. Double play. You love to see it. Runner at third for Strauss, 0 for 2 today. Slider up on the first pitch. Hangs. Ripped foul, thankfully, 0-1. Throws him down and in. Low, 1-1. For ball up and away. Outside, 2-1. Puts him down in the way. Fouled off, 2-2. Change up and in. Strike 3 called. First punch effort to Cornish. That ends the inning. For the 5th, it's 7-0. Last chance to dance, boys. Show up or I'm going home. Lopez, Dempsey, and DeCornis do up. Here's Lopez, 0 for 1. Bell's first pitch. Change it down the way. Low and outside. Ball 1. Heater up high. 2-0. Screwball hangs. Line to center. That is a base hit. Charlie Lopez leads off the inning with a single. Let's see what comes of this. Here's Rick Dempsey, 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up. Curveball hangs high, driven to right center, but that's hanging up for Dangerfield. 1 down. Pitcher due up next. We are going to pinch hit for DeCornis, who's only going to go 4 innings today, giving up 7 earned runs. 0 for 1 at the plate, 10 hits, I think 1 walk, struck out 1. Not a great day. Pinch hitting off the bench for her is going to be... It's going to be Rodney Park. We'll give him a shot. Rodney 10, sitting 348 with an RBI here. Change up and away high. Ball 1. Screwball up and away. Strike called. 1-1. Heater away. Fouled off late. 1-2. Park does get to it to stay alive, though. Slider down and in. Dump to right center field. That is sinking in front of Dangerfield for a base hit. First and second now with 1 down. Here's Ellis 0 for 2. Still locked in. Screwball way outside. No into the zone. Ball 1. Slider down. Grounding them to hold a second. Now block to second 1. Rouser to first. Late in the dirt. 2 and runners on the corners. 2 down for Gant. 1 for 2 with a single. Lined out last time up. Still locked in. Curve up and away. Lines it to right field, but guess what? It's right at the fielder. That ends the inning, and we don't have it. Grapowski, get in here. We're done. Call it. Sorry, guys. I can read the writing on the wall. The game does not want me to win tonight. Now, if they pull a miraculous comeback, I'll be impressed. But I'm cutting my losses now. Just letting y'all know. Sorry, guys. I wish I could have given you 1 win today, but doesn't look like it's in the cards. Let's see how the sim goes. I know it's not over yet, but I can just tell the game is telling me you suck, kid. Hey, we scored 2 runs. Bad news. We still lost 8-2. Heater sweep, and they win the title. So you can do it when I'm not controlling you, but when I am controlling you, you do what we just did and get swept in the finals. Yeah, sounds about right. All right, well, we lost. That's good. So next episode's going to be the off season, as I'm going to actually record that right now and get that over with after this. So stick around here if you guys are watching here on Twitch. If you're watching this over on YouTube, the episode for the off season will be coming out tomorrow for you guys. I wish this could have ended on a better note. We fought so hard to get into the playoffs, and then we had a magical run to get here, but our offense just never showed up. We hit into too many double plays. We kept getting, and we faced a really, really great pitching staff. Like, they could have, their pitchers were just so far above ours, it wasn't even close. So the Heaters were definitely the juggernaut built to win this, it seems like. It was just, the record didn't reflect that. But, we'll come back next season and try and get the title. So I think, and speaking of that, for this series in particular, I think this one's just going to be a once we win the title, this is over. Because I've already made the Freebooters into a legitimate dynasty back on SMB3. If you guys want to watch that playlist video on my YouTube channel, it is there. So this team doesn't need a dynasty rebuild per se. It just needs to win a title with these MLB legends. So I think once we hit that mark, that'll end the series. So we're going to come back for Season 2 and see what we can do in that one. Maybe we can repeat the success. I don't know. Tune in next episode to see what players we hang on to and which ones we let go. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thanks so much for sticking around. Appreciate the support as always. Sorry you had to sit through this crap show, but them's the breaks sometimes. It just wasn't our night. Tune in next time to see who we keep and who we get rid of. Till then, this is the Nasty One, signing off.